Have you ever seen photos that make you pause, look twice, and wonder what the story is behind them? That is exactly what is happening right now with Mylène Demongeot, the legendary French actress who has been in the public eye for decades. Recently shared photos of her have caught massive attention online. They are bold, daring, and confidently expressive, leaving many people surprised and curious. Some viewers admire her fearless attitude, while others are shocked simply because they are not used to seeing this level of confidence from someone of her generation. So, who is Mylène Demongeot, and why are these photos creating such a strong reaction? Stay with me, because by the end of the story, you will understand not only the photos, but the woman behind them. Mylène Demongeot is a well-known French actress whose career spans more than 50 years. She began acting in the 1950s, quickly becoming one of the most recognizable faces in European cinema. With her natural charm, striking beauty, and lively personality, she stood out in an era filled with iconic stars. She appeared in comedies, dramas, and adventure films, earning admiration for both her talent and screen presence. Over the years, audiences came to see her as elegant, playful, and fearless in her roles. But what many people are realizing now is that her fearless nature was never limited to acting alone. The recently shared photos show a side of Mylene that feels refreshingly honest and confident. These images are bold and expressive, revealing a woman who is completely comfortable with herself. For some viewers, the surprise does not come from the photos themselves, but from who is in them. Society often expects older celebrities, especially women, to fade quietly into the background. Mylène Demongeot challenges that idea directly. Her photos send a clear message: confidence does not have an expiration date. Reactions online have been intense. Some fans applaud her courage, calling the photos empowering and inspiring. They say she proves that self-expression should never be limited by age or public opinion. Others react with shock, simply because they are not used to seeing older actresses express themselves this openly. But whether people love or question the photos, one thing is certain: they have sparked conversation. And that conversation goes far beyond a few images. In interviews, Mylene has often spoken about enjoying life fully and staying true to herself. She believes that aging should not mean hiding or shrinking your personality. Instead, she sees it as a time to be even more authentic. That mindset explains why these photos feel so powerful. They are not meant to shock for attention alone. They reflect a woman who has lived, learned, and reached a point where she no longer feels the need to explain herself to anyone. What makes this moment even more interesting is how it connects to larger discussions about beauty and age. These photos challenge long-standing ideas about what is considered appropriate at different stages of life. They remind us that confidence, creativity, and self-expression do not belong only to the young. Mylene's images quietly question why society celebrates boldness in youth, but criticizes it later in life. Of course, her career achievements should not be forgotten. Mylène Demongeot starred in numerous successful films, worked with famous directors, and became a beloved figure in French and European cinema. She built a legacy long before social media existed. The fact that she can still surprise the public today speaks to her lasting influence. These photos are simply another chapter in a life filled with bold choices. So, what can we learn from this? First, confidence truly has no age limit. Second, self-expression does not need approval to be valid. And third, public figures, like all people, are allowed to evolve, surprise, and challenge expectations. Mylène Demongeot's photos are more than images. They are a statement about freedom, self-acceptance, and living without fear. The next time you see a photo that surprises you, take a moment to think about the person behind it. Like Mylene, they may be reminding the world that life is meant to be lived boldly at every stage. Confidence is timeless, and inspiration can come from the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this story, stay tuned for more surprising and inspiring journeys from iconic figures who continue to redefine what it means to live fully.